Hello. Today we're here with Psychic Violetta to answer some questions for us this week. Really looking forward to your answers because there's been so much going on this week.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Even today, I know it's morning at your place, but even today there was news. So I'm not going to ask you about the
Okay.
but okay. So what is your first question for me?
So here's the first question. Say again?
I'm saying hello, viewers.
Okay, yes, I want to say hello to the viewers too. So here's the first question, and it's about Mueller's testimony. A lot of people were disappointed in the way that he acted or something like this. I was not so disappointed, but the question really is, will Mueller's testimony make any difference in the future in terms of going after Trump? Will it help?
Everything is important. It's like piece of the film, old-fashioned film. So every piece is important. Every angle of the camera is important. I don't know. We were expecting far more from him. I thought that he will go after the money, and they were saying that he is subpoena Deutsche Bank, and he didn't do that. I was disappointed. I like that guy. I think he's very honest, but maybe the age make a difference and not being anymore as a fighter as he was. I'm sorry, but I feel that something was missing in that part.
So intuitively, do you get any impressions about what was missing? Do you think he changed his mind, or what was wrong for you?
Okay. I see a shield, and the shield is getting, with the shield like the knights were wearing middle centuries. And the shield is disappearing in my eyes. So he didn't have as much protection as he supposed to have. His investigation. And he felt vulnerable if your shield is not protecting you and it's kind of disappearing under my eyes. He felt probably the same way. He will eventually be without the shield.
Yes.
And every knight needs some protection.
Right.
So he felt like a knight, but that's what I have seen.
Okay, that's great. That's a very interesting way of looking at it. So here's my second question, and I think this is really serious because, I, as an American citizen, I don't really have any proof that the last election was not manipulated by Trump, and there's no reason to stop Putin or Trump from manipulating the next election. So my question is, will the next elections be free of interference? And if there is interference, will it make a difference? Will it stop the true president from taking power?
It's like a thunderstorm. You never know which lightning will be where.
Yeah.
You can't predict that right away, but when there is a storm, there will be lightnings. And we can expect that we know the storm is coming, and there will be lightnings for sure. So they will be attacking from every angle, and some nights are full of lightnings, but it is a huge storm coming.
Really? Okay.
And
so
today, Don Cout is resigning.
Right.
So the new man will come in and he will be kissing Trump. I don't want to say what. I don't think it's good for the new elections.
Yeah. Well, and do you feel like the next elections will be fair or relatively fair?
No.
No.
In our country, when there are storms, there are fires related to that. And they are sometimes unpredictable, and they are wildfires, especially in BC or Alberta or Saskatchewan. The lightning hits and there is a fire and they have to deal with the fire. So now there will be a lot of damage done.
Okay, great. That's very interesting.
Because I see fires in the different places. And sometimes we have few hundred fires, going on spontaneously in every direction. So I think that's what will happen when the storm will hit America. So
next question, who do you feel most confident about in our next election? Which of the Democratic candidates do you think is I won't ask you who's going to be president because it's too much time, but who's looking good for you?
This one I will tell you without closing my eyes, because I felt that I like, sounds like Gorbachev, but Kolbachev. Don't make me Gorbachev, Annie Kolbachev, because she has a sense of humor.
Okay.
And I love Elizabeth Warren because she is a natural fighter. As well, Bernie is a natural fighter, but those three candidates can stand up to Trump. And I think Annie has the sense of humor, and you have to kill this guy like a snake with your sense of humor. I was fighting once on the vacation where we were far away from parents on the camp, and with the bully. We were both 13 years old. 13 years old girls are strong. And I'm sitting on him, and he was a bully. Everyone was afraid of him. And I'm sitting on him. I somehow put him on the ground, and he's swearing. And I was saying to him, say more, say more, say more. And then that was his nickname eventually, say more. You have to find his weakest point and push that button to the max.
Yes.
Not that I advise anyone to fight with the bullies, but give up on the bully is the worst thing, because they will pick on you.
They will come back. Yeah, it seems like Democrats, they just need a slogan. And I think
to give him some name.
Yeah.
Corrupted Trump.
No one is above the law was one good slogan.
Mafia Trump, whatever they want to name it him.
Something like that. Yeah. I think
something that will glue to him, because he has so many ways that we are not able to concentrate on one thing.
Okay. And I think the senator you're talking about is Klobuchar. Is it Klobuchar you're talking about?
Klobuchar.
Yeah. The woman was
connecting this with Gorbachev, so because well, he was a nice president of Russia.
Yes, that's good. He was a positive. Yeah. Let's see. So how do you feel about the next election? Do you think that Trump could win or will win? I know it's early. It's far away, but...
It's a construction. It's a house. You're coming to the house that has no walls, but you see it's strong construction. So he's building really strong construction for himself to win the position. So we can't neglect him, and he has no walls yet. So don't let him to build those walls.
Okay, great. Good one. How about Mitch McConnell again? We were talking about him before, but what about his future elections? What do you see for him? He's actually very unpopular in his state. I think it's South Carolina?
No, it's Kentucky.
Kentucky, sorry. Yeah.
My son goes there, and he said because he goes for business, the youngest son, and he said, you will ask first a girlfriend what size of her bra is, instead of asking anyone about the politics in Kentucky. That was his when he was applying for jobs.
I see. Okay.
So it was a good one. And he said that people are pro-Trump there.
Okay.
At least that was my son's opinion. And I was asked that question not long ago, how that election will be, and I saw a carpet pull it. I hope they will pull this carpet from under Mitch McConnell.
Yes.
But I have the feeling he has such a dirty connection that he can pull carpet from someone else.
Yes.
That's so unfair. Well, ask me once more, so I will see what else I will see, because it was like wishful thinking that it will be pulled from him. Ask me once more the question, please.
So will Mitch McConnell keep winning in future elections?
I don't think. I think he has to watch his back. They will be pushing some investigation about him. Not feeling comfortable. And in that vision before, because probably most of your viewers are not my viewers, I have seen that hanging trophy on the wall, and I thought that he will be trophy because they will be still saying that he was a Speaker of the House. So probably he will be for Republicans like that trophy on the wall.
I see. Do you have any idea of what might stop him from winning? Does it be health or politics or anything? Or maybe what kind of scandal?
It's a trunk full of money. So they have to check where the money are coming, his direction.
Right.
So treasures. Trunk full of treasures, or maybe sometimes we go to the attic and they have letters and so on. So something related to his past.
I see. Great.
And
Okay,
his wife and so on. So you have any more questions, or because I thought we would be switching backwards and forwards?
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I totally messed that one up. Okay. Let me ask you one more though before you ask me some questions. And I will just ask about Trump's tax returns. Do you anticipate us getting Trump's taxes before the election? Will the Democrats succeed in getting Trump's tax returns?
Doorstopper. He will be stopping, but then at the same time, when you have door open, so when the door is stopping the doors from being closed, I think the Democrats will get informations.
Okay, yeah. Do you have any time?
He will try to stop as much as possible. I think the door will be open and he will have to, that will be shown eventually.
Okay, great. Do you have any time, any date? When do you think they will see the elections?
I don't usually go with the dates. You know how it is.
Yeah, I do know how it is.
Before election, so I think they eventually will get.
Okay, but before the elections, that was my main question. Yeah, good. Yeah, dates and times are sometimes tricky with Spirit. So you want to go ahead, ask me.
Okay. What is Pelosi's plan to get Trump out of office?
Good question. Let's see. I see Nancy Pelosi. Yeah, it's interesting because I see like a circle of gold, like a gold circle. It's not going from her directly, it's going around in a circle. So one thing I would like to tell viewers is don't underestimate Nancy Pelosi. It's very stressful and frustrating because we want this to go forward. But I think she is thinking on a pretty clever way that we have to do this in this sort of circular procedure. We can't be so direct. We have to go in this sort of method. I think she is considering, I think it's not impossible that they will impeach. They might. I think that she does get a little bit closer every day, but she wants us to go through these step by step. I see her talking to Nadler, and Nadler has been a little bit more close to impeachment. I see him, and they are talking. They're talking. So let's just say again, Spirit, will she impeach him? Now she is saying no. In my mind, she is saying no, she will not. Absolutely not. She's just shaking her head. Absolutely not. Will you? Will anybody else impeach him? She's kind of going like this. She's saying, look, we should get really, really, really close to impeachment. We should do all these investigations, everything. We should keep our eyes on this. But she says, it's very important to keep our eyes on the election and make sure that it's fair. That's more important than anything else, because he might try to trick us in the next election. So she doesn't really want to impeach, but she does want to see all of this information from him. And she believes that she can be successful getting the information out before the election, and then the people will make a choice.
Okay. This one is from Gary Grant. People are sending me on the comments.
Oh, great. Good.
My girlfriend printed that for me.
Okay.
And Epstein has a large safe in his island. He hardly even allow his housekeeper to go to his office. He is very secretive about that. What do your spirit guides see as to what is inside the safe?
Well, I know they had a safe in New York. Is there a new safe that's in the island? Are there two safes?
I don't know. I just that is one. I don't know.
Okay. Because I don't know if there's a second safe in the island. I do see a safe. So I don't know which safe it is. But let's suppose that it's the safe on the island. If it's not, then it must be the one in New York. Okay, now this is very funny, Violetta, because I actually see you. Okay, you are holding this tape, you are holding this CD, and they had a CD image of some young girls on it, and you were holding this CD and you were showing me, you're like, it is disgusting. It's just disgusting what's in here. You're just like totally shocked and disgusted by what's there. I think there's much more evidence in this DVDs that they're showing us. But the key thing is this woman that was sort of his, the woman that was helping. What was her name?
Maxwell,
yeah, she was helping to recruit these young girls. She is the important person, because if she is looking at prison, if she is facing prison, she is going to tell the truth about these people, right? So I think
she will open the can of worms. So that's what it is.
Yes. It's sometimes funny how the universe sends us these funny messages, like Epstein bar.
I thought, oh my gosh, I have to share this with people because it's so bizarre. And my husband, are you sure that? I said, yes, that's for sure. And Google. Okay. The other question is, how did Epstein acquire his 2 airplanes and island and wealthy lifestyle? Where did he get his money from?
Okay, I'm seeing a lot of gold bars. He's collecting these gold bars. And it's sort of
bars.
Yes, again, bars. It's sort of in a secret place. So the place, the room there are windows in the room, but it's a place that's maybe a little bit hard to find. It's just showing me that it's not really like in the bank. It's not like a legal method. There were a lot of tricks that he did. And many of them were he just became friends with powerful people and important people. And, some of those important people like, children. Unfortunately, they are powerful. They like children. And so, and I mean like in a sexual way. And so he was able to give these people what they secretly wanted. And when he did that, he had a lot of power and control over them. He had power and control to control himself, to manage everything and to make sure that he didn't go to prison. but he also made these connections, almost like blackmail connections. Again, I see gold and some cash, but it's almost like he only has a little bit of cash, but he has got a lot of gold. I think a lot of his money is sort of secret, and it's kept in these secret places because the cash he has, it's not very much, but the gold is everywhere. And he did some really terrible things with his connections. So, he has connections so many different places. This is what really helped him. I don't think he did anything more. He just knew important people, and he could give these important people something secret they wanted, and he could also blackmail them.
That's what it is. I think I answered that few
Oh, really?
while ago. That was his money coming from blackmailing.
Yeah.
And this one is again from news. What is Epstein connection to Mohammed bin Salman?
Yeah, Epstein.
Had from Saudi Arabia passport. So what is his connection? And he's Jew.
Yeah, it's kind of strange.
Yeah, very.
Well, this expression, birds of a feather flock together, criminals who do terrible things and abuse children, they find each other, right? And they're always friends because it's kind of like evil attracts this evil. I'm seeing them being friends. Yeah, I think MBS also was perhaps interested in these young girls. That's like a feeling that I have. They have a lot of financial connections together. Now, Epstein is less powerful, so he thinks that he has control of MBS or something, but MBS does not care about Epstein. He's just there to manipulate him. And I get the feeling that MBS, he kind of controlled Epstein.
Oh, I lost you. Leszek? Yeah. I lost Dave. Okay. And the other one. What information did Epstein provide in his plea deal, and how much did he reveal about Trump?
Well, Epstein did not tell very much. Recently Epstein, he just tried to kill himself. They found him in his jail cell, and he was injured because he tried to kill himself. So I think he tried to cover this information and say nothing, and then he tried to commit suicide to stop the information from spreading. Because he has told only the smallest portion right now. He doesn't want to tell anything. And one thing that he is, for example, the minute he starts speaking, he will have no protection, right? If he starts talking about these people and saying it, then many people will want to kill him. So he's thinking if he keeps silent, he will be somehow safe because he has many, many enemies. Many people want to destroy him and kill him, and they know his evidence. So he is trying to say almost nothing in this process and see if he said anything about Trump. He's telling me, no, I didn't tell them anything about Trump, not a word. I did not tell them that, because he was hoping that Trump will get him out.
I saw a moment, I asked the same question myself, sorry. And I think that he thinks that he is throwing, it's a bowling alley, and he's throwing the ball, hitting. He's not the type of man who will commit a suicide.
Yeah.
He is a fighter.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah.
he's not long enough in the prison that he will stop believing that he has some power to pull himself out. So he's throwing the ball, thinking that will bring some effect, hitting other balls, and he might score 10 points.
Yeah, okay.
So that was my vision. I don't know if that's correct or not, but I don't think he really wanted to commit a suicide. He just want to make sure for people look, he's desperate. I would better help
Yes.
him because he might
Yeah.
start leaking or whatever if he is so vulnerable that he wants to commit a suicide. But he's not
Yeah.
like
I
that
think that's right. Yeah,
that
I
tried
concur.
to do that.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't have
Yeah.
any more questions for you, and we had
Yeah.
already one moment that it froze the screen, so it's better if we will. Thank you for the spirits for helping us to do
Yes,
this. Take care of yourself
I
and
will. You too.
enjoy yourself, and hello to the people who are walking upside down. For many years I couldn't believe it when I was a kid that in Australia they are not walking this.
They're not walking upside down.
I
Well,
thought that they have to. I couldn't believe it because when you are looking at the globe, this part
it's
looks
upside down.
like upside down people to me. Okay.
Thanks so much. It's great to talk to you. And we're going to do it again soon, I hope.
I hope so. Yes, I have to make sure that Leszek will have time and we will probably make some appointments between each other.
Okay, that sounds great.
And I know you just came from Sydney, so thank you for doing this today.
Yeah, my pleasure. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Good to see you. Bye-bye.